This is the only place in Dubai which caters for this age group. They catered from young age till maybe about 24, 25. But there was nothing for young people after the age of 25 in this country. I felt there was a gap. I'm Neelam Pagarani. I'm today at Mawaheb. Mawaheb is the premier institution for people of determination. Here we cater to young adults from the age of 18 till the age of 70. I have a young daughter who's mildly autistic. I just felt that I need a place like this because as my daughter was growing up, there was less for the grown-ups here. It was a utopian dream. I always wanted to open a place like this since about 15-20 years. During COVID, we had some Zoom lessons with the teachers once or twice a week, which was not sufficient. I was giving my daughter private tuitions at home, and she had an art teacher coming home 3 times a week. But not everyone could afford that, you see. So I wanted to start something where I could get people of determination to come and be with each other and learn from each other. But I wanted to make it cost effective because I could afford to give my daughter private tuitions, but not everybody can, you see. Just during the time of COVID, while COVID was still on, so my son and I decided that we should open something like that. So I spoke to Vemi and my son spoke to her. She was in Netherlands at that time, and within 7 months in February, we opened this place and we have given it the same name, Mawaheb, which means beautiful people. And where we've got, other mentees who have joined us, and they're all very happy. And, they come in every day. Some of them come in 3 times a week. They come and learn art here, life skills. Today's day, life skills are very important because we are living in a world where we need to communicate with each other, and many of us are living, some of them may have to live on their own. They need to be taught. Language is very important. So every morning when they come in here, we have about half an hour to 40 minutes of them of communications, you see, and then they start their art. And the art is beautiful. You come and see what they are doing, how they are expressing themselves through art. We have a yoga class every day over here, and they have dancing here, and through art and dance they express themselves. Because they don't communicate much with words. I mean, they do communicate, they don't communicate much with words, but it's the process of the brain and the heart. It's a marriage between the brain and the heart, which you see on the canvas. And they are allowed to express themselves freely. We've got experts who come and work with them. We even have volunteers. You know, we don't tell them what to paint and how to paint. They have been taught to bring out their own inner process, to put out on the canvas how they see the world, how they feel. That's what comes on the paintings. The art that they develop, it's not just squiggles. It comes from the internal process where there's unspoken words, unspoken emotions, you know. We have exhibitions where we put up the art that they paint. You know, you can see in this, you can see unspoken words. And when art piece is sold, it's not just for the money, it's a recognition for the person who has made it, you know, who has painted that art. You know, it's a recognition. And it even gives joy to the parents of that person who has made the art, knowing that it's adorning someone's walls. And you can go to any art gallery and see, you know, probably the paintings here are not any different from the ones that you see by these famous artists, you know. It's really beautiful, it's really touching. So I had this vision many years back, and it just came to fructify now, you see. It's not a money-making project at all. And we've got some students who cannot afford to pay. One student she lost her father during COVID, and one of the schools, special needs schools that she was going to, they wouldn't allow her to come in. So I found a sponsor for her. So a sponsor is paying her fees every year. It's a huge place, and we've even opened a cafe here where people who come and have a coffee with us, they interact with the young people, you know, in the studio. And one day I had a friend who came here and we were having coffee together. So one of the mentees came in and started interacting with my friend, and she was really touched because they are learning life skills of how to interact in the outside world, which has not been easy for them. You know, we live in a world of manipulations, deceit, and it's a joy. It's pure joy to be with them. Don't give up. Never give up. Even if your child is not vocal, even if the child has no speech, don't give up. The child has got other skills. You can just bring out those skills in that child. Do not give up. We even sponsor a school in India, in Bombay, which works with autistic children. I would like to open 70 such places like Mawaheb. You know, hopefully one day, who knows? It was my dream 15 years back, and I hope my son continues opening more places like this in the UAE and elsewhere.